Are you one of the 144? This is the return of Christ from within, where you are reclaiming your divinity, your truth, remembering who you are at your core, your source, your essence. We have a very special live for you today. So special, in fact, that this is going to be a surprise to me because I have no idea what is going to come out. I know it's going to be big. So let's just open this space. Let's bring our hands into this absolute hand pose and join forces. This is what it's really all about. This is about us connecting to work as one. And the more that connect, the more force that we have, meaning the more energy we are getting access to by connecting and working as one. This is our gift from the Christ, from the one, because the Christ is here to reclaim itself through you. You are the one, you are your savior, and through these healing transmissions every single week, we are accessing divine truth and knowing. There's a lot of stuff in these live streams, so if it goes over your head, if you're not resonating, if you are one of the 144, you will stay true and you will be curious to see what comes next, because this is the revelation of the one. This is history in the making. This is what everything has been working towards, and you are seeing this for a reason. Share this. We have a duty to others to find those beings that have been lost and alone and suffering in this old world antichrist system. Now is the time that we receive the truth from the one to set ourselves free. This is this new world, new earth contagion where, and I'm just saying the word revolution. So I'm saying revolution and evolution. This, I'm seeing revolution and how it relates to the circle, to the one, right? And this evolution, this energy, where we are accessing the truth. We are learning from the one, like firsthand. This isn't from books. This isn't from anything old world. This comes direct from the source for you. This comes direct from your core, your truth, your essence, the Christ. Now, I've walked this path. I've done this. Others have been walking this path with me. And we are embodying this frequency within by healing. So this is the healing gateway. Click that link, join our free God Source Co community, step into that healing gateway and show up to these live streams. These are here to heal you. And there's a lot of words that I may say that you do not resonate with. And I understand. I didn't like the word Christ. I didn't like the word God. There was a lot of things that, because of this old world realm and the deception, the dark magic that has been used, that's wrapped these words up in darkness, repels us, right? But it's very important, if you wish to walk this path of ascension, to learn how to become the savior. I'm just getting like, hang on, I'm just getting stand. All right, so I'm just going to head over onto YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube, and everyone, make sure you're in that healing gateway in the God Source Co. Introduce yourself. It is a space that's been created for you guys, those chosen ones, the ones that choose, because it's you. Like, you are such an important part to this. Every single person watching that decides to align their energy with this Christ 144 frequency, you're doing something so powerful, because there's so many things that we haven't been taught as a collective through these old world spiritual new age systems. There's been a lot of information that's been created and shared through lower frequency entities, and people are aligned to those. So we really need to break the bonds to these galactic stories, to these old world outdated stories, to really get the truth from the divine. The divine is the wholeness of Christ. The divine is balance. This is your birthright. So stick with us, heal with us, learn with us, grow with us. And as we do, things are going to shift in your reality. This is the will, the intention of the one, God, source, creator. So really stand up for yourself. Okay, stand up for yourself to receive this knowledge, even though you may not resonate with it, because this is the truth. Are you one of the 144? The Christ frequency is returning. So the Christ has returned to reclaim, to teach you how to heal, to align with this 144 frequency. This is a divine number, yet still in separation, this 144. The Christ is the one, right? And when we say the one, it's a divine balance. It's a divine balance of many things, many angles. There are many truths that be told here at different angles. So to be with us, understand it's about having an open heart and an open mind. We are about evolution. We are not about concrete, just linear truths. This is non-linear, where we look at things in a multi-dimensional way. So we look at things through all different lenses, all different angles. Every week, every month, you may find information that shifts and changes, but it's because we're growing, okay? We need to look at things from all aspects, all angles, to be able to break free of this old world matrix system, to break free of the binds. And we need to release those attachments to the old world outdated information that is literally keeping you enslaved. This is where the Christ comes to awaken you. And you choose how deep you go with this. We have some very powerful content over on our Circle community, in our Ascension Gateway, creation mechanics, right? This is coming from creator. This is coming from the creatrix, where everything was birthed, okay? So the 144, how do you know you're one of the 144? Number one, you found this and you're sticking with this. You're showing up every week to receive the light codes, the Christ codes, so you can heal. You are investing in yourself. You're going within. That is the number one thing that is needed, that is required, that you need to do if you know you've come here for big things, like to reclaim, to remember. It means you going within and operating the way through Christ. So there is a very specific way to operate, because you are the creator, you are the observer, you are the one, you are the force behind all of this. You choose, and your choice is golden. So the Christ and Spirit, when we talk about Spirit, we're talking about the Holy Spirit. It's the divine union of the Mother, the Father, and the child, the Trinity. Requires you to go within, balance your energy. That's what we're doing right now. Let's do it all right now. Let's balance our energy. 1, 2, 3, the Holy Trinity. We are balancing those polarities to tune into unity, consciousness, right? Okay. Hello, Karen, D, Sue, Raluca. It's awesome to see you guys. That was a bit of a long intro. Now, I'm just getting the Holy Mother. The Holy Mother. we're going back to the creatrix. We were talking about the creatrix. This is okay. So humanity are in this old world matrix system. This old world matrix system controls you with information. And throughout our life, we have been conditioned, we have been indoctrinated, we have been taught things through school, through all different means, old world spiritual programs, religious programs, new age programs, 5D programs. We have a lot of people that are waiting for things to happen outside themselves, believing that that will be the savior, where these are distractions, and these come through. I'm just getting devil energy, right? These come through from a distorted, I'm getting lens. These are from a distorted lens. And there is some powerful truths within those huge amounts of deception. But what we must do is be able to heal so we can clear the deception, clear the distortion to actually get the truth and the essence of that. On this path of ascension, if you join us, you are going to walk this path where you're healing. So you're healing. So you are going to be shifting. You are going to be changing and transforming. You are going to be accessing higher frequency information, and the things that you once believed, the things that you were once fixed in, bound to, that begins to shift and change, and you begin to see things through a different lens, in a different way, and you can see clearly the deception that you once took on as truth. This is where the Christ returns with the healing and ascension tools, so you can actually do this, so you can reclaim your sovereignty. This isn't about anything happening outside you, because nothing is going to happen. It's just going to get worse and worse until you choose to heal. Spirit, the one, the Christ, shows you in that external reality what you need to heal within, what the collective needs to heal within to be able to rise, to access more. I'm getting sovereignty, right? More freedom, more truth, right? So as we do the inner work, we're not going to focus so much on those old world, and I'm getting concepts. I don't know why I'm saying concepts, but I'm saying the word concepts. So we have a lot of people who are dark in these holes, right? These reality tunnels, these traps, these matrix traps. And they're consumed by things that are happening externally to them. There's a lot of people that are consumed with conspiracy theories and political issues, but these are purely physical. These are purely material, external, old world projections. Now, what we need to do and what our responsibilities to do is, if you are one of the 144, is to heal for that. Use your awareness, because you are an observer. We are here to raise the level of consciousness on this planet, but we can only do it if we do it within ourselves. So what you are going to see in your external reality is the messages from Christ that you need to heal. So right now, after this live stream, just have a think about, just take a moment, go within and think about some of the things that are important to you right now, some of the things that you're seeing in this external reality. Like, we are not here to shout from the rooftops, the injustice out there. We're not here to, you are a very powerful being, and you're here for very big things. And you are seeing these things to heal on, not to go and tell every single person that you know about these, old world conspiracies and these things that are happening, and this politician's right. No, this one is. No, this one's the Antichrist. No, this one, that is a sign, right, When you're acting like that, you're trying to push your way onto others, your way of seeing onto others, that you're in a trap, okay? Because those things are there for you to heal on. They are frequencies within our collective that need to be released. And that's your responsibility if you're seeing that. We are here to reclaim. Remember, we're here to lead the way, okay? You're not leading the way if you're operating the way. It's so funny because these things have been created by the dark to get your mind, to enslave your mind. I'm getting ensnare your mind, right? And this works the same with religious systems right now. This time the Christ is returning, right? The Christ has returned, right? Jesus is here in the flesh, right? And the other day in the car, I was getting like an old world explanation, and Spirit was saying, well, if the Christ has returned, but for those people that there's a lot of people that can't accept how Jesus or Yeshua will return, right? How the Holy Mother will return. There's so many huge beings that are returning through prophecy. I don't know. Let me know if there's any, because I don't know. I just get told things by Spirit, right? By the Christ, right? So layman's terms, Spirit is saying, in layman's terms, Jesus has returned and he's right here in the flesh, the reincarnation of Yeshua, of Jesus. Now, reincarnation is still, we are everything. We are everyone, right? And the Spirit just keeps saying, in old world layman's terms, those waiting for the return of Jesus has returned here in this vessel. Okay, so this is the continuation of this Yeshua mission, where it's very exciting because it's like an expansion of where he left off. And so people are waiting for this return of Jesus, and you're looking at him, right? But he's taken on a different identity this time, right? So when you get to this point of ascension where you embody Christ and you learn who you are as the one, and you know your truth. Hey, I'm still getting there, right? I'm still getting there. This is a journey that I'm going to be on for the rest of my life, and guiding you guys to find the Christ within yourself. And at this level, right, you are every character. So you are Yeshua, right? You're Mother Mary. Yeah. You're everything. You're Sophia, right? The Christos. You are the one. But it's this thing that must be attained by going within and freeing yourself from what you're not, right? This is a journey of healing where you're healing on every single level. And this divine blueprint is really, I'm getting a rite of passage. Okay, so it's a rite of passage. So I get to share the instruction sets. I get to share the way, the path, the gateway, the healing and ascension tools. So you can do as I have done. So you can do as Jesus has done. Because there has been very important steps involved in this re-emergence. Let me have some water. Hey, Dan. Oh, Newcastle, lovely. I'm on the south coast. I'm down south. Yeah. So we're all here to play a major role. And this is the one thing the Christ really wants you to know. It's like back in the day when Jesus, Yeshua, look, there is so much deception around Jesus. They turned him into an idol, right? To harvest divine light. So what the Christ wants you to know is you are the one. You are the cosmic egg. You are creator. You are the observer. You are every character in this realm. This is a holographic reality where you project. You are the light that projects and creates this external realm. So this external realm is a reflection of what you need to address within. And you have a personal responsibility to the collective. We are not here to run around and convince people and get people to join our thing because this is the way, right? This is for those who are true, like who are led here and they're curious and they want to know. They want to learn and they want to grow and they want to do this from this pure place. Now, everyone has an ego, and the ego is so important to our growth. It's like a pendulum swinging. Every single month, we go through the light and the dark phase, right? And we use this ego, we use these fears, we use the shadow in order to reclaim ourselves. But we need to be aware of how to operate to do this, right? We need to understand how we empower ourselves and use this dark half, right, to enlighten, right? So when we do the healing work, when we go within, when we use our awareness, you're an observer. When we use our awareness, you are consciousness. When we use our awareness, you are creation itself, right? Okay, so when we use this, when we balance our energy, when we go within, like these are the two number one things that we first need to do if we can even dream of unlocking this 144 frequency within, reclaiming the Christ within. It's going within, right? It's going within. It is using the darkness that we see, healing on that. It's about looking at ourselves and then using those people externally to us who are reflections, who are reflecting back things that we need. Like, so many people are negative to us, right? They have negative ways, very negative words, but it's the ones closest to us I'm talking about, right? So we have these relationships, these family relationships, and they're messengers, okay? So there's a lot of things that they reflect to us that we need to heal on. And whether it's our crap and how they perceive us, or it's just the way that they're behaving. They are valuable codes, valuable messages from the one of what we need to write down on our healing record and heal on so we can deeper know ourselves. This is about this neutral field, right? So we have this polarity, right? But when we tune into this Christ field, this unity field, and guys, we're here to interact. The more that we really share and connect, like this is such an exciting time. And I know it's very, very scary because this is information that has not existed on this planet. This is someone that's coming through and saying, hey, I'm the reincarnation of Jesus, right? I'm the reincarnation of all those gods and goddesses that are said to be returning. Okay, because this is the one, this is the Christ, and this is the ascension path where I've had to connect to that unified field. I've had to see it and learn what it means. All those nodes on that unified field it's the God field, right? So in becoming one with that unified field, connecting, making the journey home to connect, to be a part of that, I'm getting the field of perfection, right? So it's this field. The way I see it, it's just like this dark void, right? But it's like these golden illuminated connections, and they're all triangles, and within each connection of each point of each triangle, it's like a white like light, right? So it's this net, it's this beautiful net of just this divine connection, right? So that was a part of the journey where I was aligning, connecting, and as one to that unified field and learning about that. And it's like all these, it's very interesting because like there's so many parts of ourselves out there, right? And we all have a very unique mission here and path here home. I'm saying here, but like to the one, right? So you have a very unique way and a very unique path, and you have very unique things that are going to be shown to you in your external, right? So I had my way, my path. I used the things that were given to me through spirit, through this holographic projection of the one. So it's very much like a video game, and the word avatar is coming to mind, right? So not the movie Avatar, but the fact this vessel, this avatar, it's like you are the consciousness. Like when you're playing a video game, I'm being shown Fortnite, right? So you're playing Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, but this is what I'm seeing. It's like you hold the remote. You are the consciousness that is playing that character, that avatar online. Right? So you are controlling that. So the truth and reality of the Christ, of the one, is that this consciousness, this Christ energy is operating through you. And you give this Christ, it's like you give over, like, okay, so you give Christ, okay. The more you heal, the more separation that you clear within your body, the more Christ can be contained within your vessel, right? And this is where we are accessing higher truth, your higher truth, where the Christ is being reclaimed through you. And the only way to do that is to heal through Christ, to heal the way of Christ. And we do that in our member community. But the free community is there. It's a gateway. It's a healing gateway. Every single tier in our membership allows you to stabilize your energy and heal deeper, to contain more of this Christ consciousness energy. This is where you are healing to be. I'm getting granted access into this Christ field, right? Where you're going within, you're learning the way through Christ so you can heal, release the deception, the distortion, the separation, so you can contain Christ. This is consciousness energy. This is your divine right, your essence, right? But in this old world antichrist system, everything that we have been programmed with is to fight that. It's to really give that away. Like this is, it's humans. Look, this is, again, I'm getting, so it's like you're a battery, right? In the old world antichrist system, when we are giving in and we are giving into that deception and we're believing this deception, you are creating these contracts and these, like within yourself, right? by you being a part of these religious systems, these new age systems, these spiritual systems, you are in a matrix trap, a consciousness trap. And because you are aligning and believing in that particular story, right? I don't even know if I use that right, but it's like a story. Like everything is make believe. It's all an illusion out there, okay? So by you aligning your energy, by you believing, and in that word believe, lie is there. It is like there, right in the middle of that word. You are in a lie because you are believing, you are aligning your energy to deception, okay? And because you are aligning your energy to deception, that program is a part of you. That deceptive program is a part of you. So it has rights. It has this, and it's not rights. It's just this thing that happens. I'm sort of getting like, it's like you are one with that system. So it's like it's hard to explain. It's like because you are aligned to that, your energy, your focus, your attention, your awareness, you are feeding that system. You are one with that system. So it's a part of you. You are a part of that. It is. And because the deception takes so much energy to sustain itself, right? The truth is simple. We know that, don't we? And we know people that lie and they dig themselves deeper. And it's like it takes so much of their energy to lie. You know, there's so much fakeness, so many people out there cheating on their partners and, you know, just really being deceptive. You know, lying to the others, lying to themselves, lying. And it takes so much energy, right? But the truth is simple. And that's what we are offering through our circle community, through these live streams every week, through the content that I share. It's truth. Now, truth is somewhat multidimensional and it does shift and change. It does evolve. And so it's kind of like this... what I'm seeing is like, and I really should watch this show. I did start to watch it so many years ago when it very first came out. But what I'm seeing is Westworld, and I'm seeing that thing that they go onto, but then they go into this false reality, don't they? And they experience some sort of story. Like I think that was like a Western where people go into these machines and then they experience this whole new world, like a story, like I think in that Westworld, obviously, yeah, Westworld. It was like a Western, right? But I'm seeing that thing, but I'm also seeing that thing that you go on and it's like a wild ride. And it's like these things are like, this is what it's like to do my job. Being a divine oracle, a multidimensional teacher, it's like things are always shifting and changing. And it's like, oh my God, right? It's like, oh my God, because this is creation and everything, the realm of all possibilities. And so this isn't linear. Time is a trap, right? This is non-linear, where everything external, everything that can be, I'm just getting sort of a story. I'm getting a story, right? But within these stories, in our external reality, no matter the story, I don't know why I'm being told to say it like that, but within these stories, there are symbols. Now I'm getting within the dreams and the dream state, the dreamscape. There are symbols. So there's many different ways that the Christ teaches us, and it's all done through creation. So all we can do is be present in this now moment. All you can do is be present in this now moment as the observer, as that awareness is use what's being given. We use so much energy by being either, you know, like because we're out of balance, right? We use so much energy because we're out of balance. But this is where it's very interesting. So I'm seeing like this out of balance, right? The light to the dark. and the past and the future, right? So we worry so much about the future and, the past, go back and, oh, if only I could do this, if only I could change that. And by you doing that, you are making that conscious decision to be out of balance. Like that's the number one thing that you're doing by when you're focusing on that future, like, oh, what if this, what if that? Oh, I need to do this because I want this outcome. And, so much anxiety energy is within your vessel. So much imbalance. You're imbalancing everything. Everything's like short circuiting, and because you are out of the now moment, you're focusing on the future, which the future is never fixed, right? It's up to us in that now moment to be the creator of that. And we can't create in that imbalanced state. We must get into that now moment, tune into this Christ creator field, okay? And take what is being shown to us, then heal on that, honor what is being shown to us by recording it, right? Inputting it into a healing record, right? Now, if you want to learn to do that, become a member of our inner circle. You access the frequency, the tools, and there's some powerful upgrades for all members. And I can't wait to share that. But it's something that I'm just so excited. But there's going to be a lot of changes happening in the next couple of months in that. A lot of powerful upgrades and activations happening in our members portal. Members in our members portal are actually healing on their healing record. They're inputting, they're operating, they're healing the way of Christ. They're accessing the ability to get the unity scale, to balance certain things, to balance anything, right? That they're being given to spirit by spirit, meaning spirit, the Christ, is showing them things, is giving them feelings internally, right? Because all of our suffering, our symptoms, they are all Christ codes. They are all valuable. I'm getting intel from spirit, like showing you where the blockages are, right? So when you have this physical issue, there's a lot of beings that have these huge, just chronic issues now because they haven't been taught how to heal energetically, how to release these blockages from their field, and they just create huge dysfunction within the physical body. But it's us using, hey Tanya, it's about us using the cues, the input that's been given to spirit. So we experience this through physical symptom, number one, because in that very first membership, that very first tier, we're clearing on the physical and the emotional. We are really clearing that stuff up. And there are so many frequencies that are within your field right now that are causing you major dysfunction, right? So the number one, first way that spirit communicates to us is physical symptom, right? So we have these things happening, these malfunctions within our body, and there's a reason why, okay? So here in the Christ, we heal things energetically. And this isn't about a miraculous cure straight away, but I'll tell you what, most pains, aches and pains will totally disappear, right? So this is up to you to figure it out. I've had so many things that I have healed on and it's instantly healed, right? Because the Christ will, the one, your absolute self, your God self, the one, is going to show you. So what I'm seeing is like the blueprint of a body with all these like red lights, right? Like with aches and pains, and it's like showing you where where needs to be cleared, right? So you can be able to bring in more light. So we heal and we can bring in more light, and the body will show you where you need to actually heal so you can like better serve yourself. So the attention areas. So, I'll get aches and pains here, there, and everywhere. So it's just this, The internal Christ guidance is met with so much external resistance from the people in our world. So true. And that's it. We only have a very small following right now. But this is where I've been on this path and remembering and unlocking my actual mission and what I actually have to teach. Because since 2019, it's just been this whirlwind roller coaster ride where every single month, every single like cosmic event, we've had like new upgrades, new, right? So and things that I was teaching back in 2019, back in 2022, there, I look back at them, I'm like, oh wow, like I've grown so much, and the information that I get to share is so much more powerful than that, right? It's so outdated, right? And it's like, but this is the path, right? Where every dimension is, every higher dimension, right, is it surpasses anything in below. Like this is about getting, so this is about enlightening. So what I'm shown is a big dark black dense ball, right? And as we heal, we make space, and as we make space, we invite more light, we invite light in. And every single time we input, every single time we use our healing record, every time we balance our energy, we clear our field, we clear our body, we make space, and we're able to contain more light. So this, imagine this black dense ball, it's becoming lighter and brighter and more clear, right? So with, when the ball was dark, we couldn't see the hand in front of us, right? But as we heal and we bring in this light, there's a clarity and we see clearer. And soon, well, not soon, it's a long journey, right? But soon we can see that. We can't only just see that, but we can see so much more, right? And this is this journey of multidimensional growth and learning, right? Where we are unlocking the sacred geometry within our vessel, and we are using those symbols. Those symbols are showing us truths. And I'm getting of creation, right? Of this spiritual realm. We're seeing the patterns of nature and reality, and how it relates to us, right? And our journey. We're seeing the symbolism within so much, and it's like this. It's this seeing beyond the veil. And, you know, if you're one of the 144, you are going to join us on this journey in whichever way you feel guided. Okay? Whether it just be our free community, or whether you want to access healing and ascension tools to access higher realms, higher truth, so you can heal, to introduce more of this Christ light within your field, to stabilize your field, so you are ready to totally tune into this 144 frequency within. This 144 frequency relates to your blueprint, okay? And in our inner circle, our group circle, you're going to get to do that, okay? This is the leap of faith, right? But you're going to be guided. And like I said, there's going to be a huge amount of changes within our membership area because we're accessing more power now. So it's like we are earning it. So whatever we're doing it right, right? We're showing up, we're doing all the things. This is the bridge. This is the bridge, and you are a bridge, right? And I'm here to share with you the way, the healing and ascension tools, so you can start to build your way, your path to the Christ, right? So let me have some water. Thank you, Dem, for your input. Other people can feel it too. Many feel exposed and challenged by that growing light within us. Yeah. And, you know, we go through some, like, this journey isn't rainbows and butterflies for us. It never has been. I mean, all humanity are suffering, right? But we get to use our suffering to set us free. Our suffering is there for a very important reason. And those things that we have experienced, when we look at it through the way of Christ, where we look at it through Christ's lenses, we see that it gets easier because we know that there is a reason. Like, okay, so this is happening because I'm going through another purge. I am seeing this darkness. I am feeling this darkness. I am being this darkness, right? I'm attracted to, you know, low frequency things on TV, right? You know, in creation. And I know that it's just a part of this journey. I'm in the dark right now. I'm moving through that phase where there's a lot of things surfacing within my field, and I'm being made aware of that. You know, I'm really suffering at the hand. My partner is just, is it's just like my family. It's just the experiences don't feel good, you know. And so when we see through the lens of Christ and we understand the cycle of being and this 28-day cycle that we go through on this ascension path, we understand the phase that we're at and the patterns of and the theme of that phase that we're at. And it gives us more comfort. Yes, we're struggling and we're suffering. We're using that stuff to set us free. It doesn't feel great. Like, this isn't this delusion where we connect to the Christ and we're like there's a lot of old world stuff where it's like people say, oh, all you have to do is say these affirmations and this, that, and the other, and focus on the positive, you know. I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of abundance. You know, putting up this vision board, and like there's a lot of stuff out there that is very counterproductive, and it has you really a slave to that old world system, the Antichrist system. This is the path to Christ, where we honor the light and the dark. We use the darkness to grow, just like a seed in the dirt. It requires the darkness of that dirt, right? The darkness and the light of the sun. And of course, these eternal waters, right? To nourish. So the mother is like the dirt, and I'm getting the father is the sun, right? It's like this, so the mother is matter, and the matter is this darkness, right? And the mother relates to the moon, the lunar cycles, nighttime, darkness, right? And then it's like the mother has, it's very interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing a few things. So the mother, all right. I'm seeing a few things, right? So I'm seeing that, all right, so I'm seeing a seed, a sunflower seed, specifically a sunflower seed, okay? Because the sunflower seed does relate to the 144,000 and those 144 individual Christos identities that are going to join this path, access the healing and ascension tools to rise, to grow, right? To embody Sophia, Christos, to do their divine balancing thing, the divine sacred union, to move through that portal that the mother and the father has created to have their cosmic Christ rebirth, to be this embodiment of Christ. It's a very long journey, but this is what's happening, and this is the path that I share. This is the path that you will not find anywhere else in this universe, right? In this cosmos, right? This is the revelation and the reclamation of Christ and the way. But the way takes you doing stuff so you can embody that for yourself. Anyway, so the mother I'm seeing is like the matter. I'm seeing the dirt. I'm seeing a sunflower seed in that darkness, that denseness, right? And I'm seeing the night and day cycles, right? So I'm seeing the sun, the moon, the sun. I'm seeing that sort of thing, right? But then I'm seeing the rain, right? So the rain is also the mother, okay? So it's the Holy Mother's, I'm getting covenant, but it's like the cup, right? The eternal springs that waters, right? And what that is the knowledge coming from my mouth right now. The word coming from my mouth right now. That is the nourishment, right? So by you showing up, you are this God seed planted in this physical realm, in this dark realm. Now, what you must do if you wish to spiritually evolve, to ascend, to be a part of this history in the making, like this is so big, right? Is show up to receive this knowledge every week. Okay. And this God seed in which you are is going to start to, I'm just getting like seeing this seed moving, like it's the seed is like going to crack, right? So what I'm seeing is the sun. Now the sun is a symbol of that spiritual sun, right? Behind that solar sun is like a portal, and it leads to this. It's just strictly purely alignment, guys. This is all it is. We are aligned with the blueprint. We are aligned with the earth, right? With the earth. Another part of the ascension is aligning with the solar sun. That's number 7 or 8. That's 8. That's number 8. And it's 7 and 8. It's something that happens, but like as we are aligning to all the planets in the solar system, right? That's 7. This portal is opened, right? Through that solar sun, that gateway. So this journey of ascension is healing to align with the one. So in order to do that, we must break free of the soul trap. And how do we do that? We heal on that. And how do you access that? You become a member and you use the healing and ascension tools so you can reveal your blueprint. Okay? Heal to reveal. That's what it is all about. That is how you will do it. Every single month in our memberships, live streams and events, you gain deeper knowledge into this. The light Christ codes are shared. The creational mechanics are shared. And you get to be a witness to this. And I'm just seeing stability. It's up for us. Like we have felt so unstable, so unsupported, so insecure all of our lives. But we're here to join forces and work as one so we can usher in this new era where this divine balance rules, where we access the truth and the operational features so we can activate, awaken, and stabilize our divine instrument, our divine vessel. There's a lot of self-proclaimed chosen ones, 144,000, but what we need to understand is they're deluded, okay? The true ones are going to find us. And it's fine to be deluded, right? I was deluded at one stage. I've been freaking moving through this realm of illusions, right? To free myself of that, right? So there's no judgment, okay? Share this with them, okay? And see what they say. If they're like, oh, that's rubbish, you know they're too programmed to even accept the light of Christ because the Antichrist has them in its grip, right? They are totally bound to that old world system. And it's like, the meek shall, like, what, there's some Bible, and I don't do religion, right, but there's certain things that come through in these transmissions that have a symbol attached to them, and it's like the meek should inherit the earth. Or please let me know what that saying is. There's some passage in some religious thing where it's like the meek will inherit the earth or something like that. And what spirit is doing is turning that meek, like I'm seeing like M-E-A-K, M-E-A-K, right? M is very material, a symbol for material, a symbol for mother, right? A symbol for matter, right? But what the one is doing is returning, is turning that meek into this weak, right? So instead of meek, it's the weak shall inherit the earth. So the true ones have been in this suffering for all of their lives. They're here for big things. They're here to transform and shift and change and anchor this heaven on earth, bring this new light to this planet. But they've been taken from by these systems, right? So we and the true beings, 144 true beings, Christ beings who have come here, we have suffered, we have struggled, we have not understood why we have not fit in, right? We get along with people, and we see the best in people, and we give people the benefit of the doubt time and time and again, because we're coming from a space of love. We're coming from this place of wanting to serve and help, and we know that we've been born and it's like all we want to do is help. Like we've had this. I remember going for a job interview when I was working aged care, and it was like I didn't know what I just wanted to help people. Like that was like, that was my drive. I just wanted to help people, I wanted to help those people that were suffering and stuff like that. I wanted to make them feel better, right? But the problem is because we operate from the heart, that's our kryptonite, okay? And that is what the darkness has used against us. It's used our heart. So we have given and given and given so much to people. We have given our divine essence. We've given our divine right away. This has us in a weakened state, or has had, or does have us in a weakened state. So the Christ, like you are so loved. You are so cherished. And the Christ wants you to remember that, because that is the seat of your power. It's that remembrance of who you are. And once you learn to operate the way of Christ, you begin to go within. And by going within and healing, that is you serving yourself. And when you serve yourself, you serve the collective. You do so much more in that realm of consciousness and creation than you could ever do running around and sharing, like I'm just getting shouting from the rooftops. What I'm seeing is these traps, a specific religious trap I'm seeing, where people like the Jehovah's Witnesses, right? They go door to door to build their army, right? And it's funny, like, I don't know, the Jehovah's Witness, they believe in the 144,000. There's a lot of information in there. And it's funny, like in this time, like I've walked past like a Jehovah's Witness stand at my local park, right? Always used to walk past them. And it's like imagine if I just told them what oh yes, so I'm the embodiment of Christ, and I'm here to return the 144 home and all that sort of stuff. Like, they'd laugh in my face. They'd think I'm crazy, right? Because they've been indoctrinated. And the one thing that's coming back is, like, they're walking around knocking on doors, trying to preach and share the word, but this is a distorted word, and it's full of deception. It's full of holes, right? It's old, it's outdated, it's never going to happen the way that they're sharing, ever. That's just an illusion. It's a delusion, right? The true Christ comes from within, where beings show up to receive this knowledge, because the knowledge and the wisdom that I share, this word, comes from the Christ, the one, the spiritual son. It comes from God, but God is just that last aspect of who I am before I merged with the one. And that's, God is just that very last individual aspect before you merge with the one, right? Your God self. It's a part of your blueprint, okay? So the one thing, so they're bringing me back to that spirit where Jehovah's Witnesses are walking around and knocking at doors. So they're using this realm, right? Time, space, linear. They're using they're operating physically, going door to door, exerting energy, preaching a lie, okay? Preaching a belief. So imagine if those people used their energy, they went within and they healed through Christ to understand the truth of who they really are, right? And how they've been deceived. It takes, it takes bravery to step away from the pack, because this is it. We come here we want to belong. It's in our nature to want to find those people who get us and immerse ourselves within that energy of that collective, right? And that's how these matrix programs, these traps work, is by belief. The belief people are connected to by belief. They're connected by deception, right? And because they're all believing and they're all operating, I'm just seeing like robots just fixed to just one way. It's like they're, it's very sad, right? But the way to Christ is all different ways, and it all different ways and how it pertains to you specifically, right? In our God Source co-community, we are welcoming in people from all different ways. Okay? And you're not to be understood. You will never be understood, because you are here to usher in a new era. You are learning to grow your multidimensional wings. Okay? And what you believe now, if you begin healing and accessing higher dimensions, higher consciousness, you are going to look back at your old self and you're going to be like, oh, darling, like, oh, like, it's like we are growing spiritually. And as we grow spiritually and we merge with our spiritual self, right, we're going to look back at our old self with such love and reverence and respect, and just like, oh my God, darling, like, you did so well, right? Like, like that. Oh, and I'm just getting like a pocket, like those pockets of deception that you moved through so gracefully. Like, I'm just getting your spiritual self, your higher self, Christ, the one, just with so much love and respect for who you are, who you've always been. All right, so let's have some water. Oh, and the meek. Oh, it's spelled M-E-E-K. Thank you. I was seeing M-E-A-K. But saw it for a reason, because that's it. The true chosen, the true 144, have been weakened so much Now, so symbolically speaking, that M to the W is so powerful. They want to bring that up. So we have in the old world matrix program, this realm of separation is me, right? But in this realm of Christ, it's all about we, right? We are working as one. So I'm getting matter, external, and I'm getting the opposite of that. And I'm just seeing the word eternal. So when we look at that W, it is a very powerful symbol. It relates to the physical breath and Yahweh, right? Like the breath. Foundations. So it's like, what I'm seeing now is a mirror, right? Like a mirror. So the M and but anyway, so this W, so when we look at N-O-W, right? Now, that is the theme of the Christ, right? The now moment. That is the true gift. That is what we are given. The N and the O flows into that W. So that W is that symbol that contains those. The now, the W, also relates to the 9, which is the crystal spiral. Hang on, I've lost, where are we? Lost the comments. Yeah, so there's a lot of old world teachings in relation to the 144, in particular religious things, you know, and the 12 tribes, and yeah, a lot of people saying they're males and they're virgins and all that sort of stuff. But what you've got to understand is it was a very patriarchal society back then. They tried to get rid of the mother aspect completely, and by getting rid of that mother aspect completely, they are totally, I'm getting blasphemy, totally blasphemous, right? So using that religious word against the religious people. So the Holy One, the Holy Trinity, is the mother and the father, right? It's creation, mother, father coming together, creating a child, right? That's the Trinity. The mother and the father, the portal that we move through, is that I'm getting the rite of passage and the Holy Mother's womb, right? So this physical realm that we find ourselves in, it all reflects, it's all a divine orchestration and a pattern of what happens cosmically, spiritually, right? So yeah, it's a very interesting journey. And for those people that want to stick to the old world ways, the outdated religious deceptions, and believe what they want to believe, well, they're just not the true ones, are they? Right? It's just a simple fact. They've fallen for the biggest trick in the book. Like they've aligned themselves with the Antichrist. They're following the devil's handbook, and they will never be in the light of Christ, because the beliefs that they hold are so strong that they just want to stay in that way, right? they will never return home to the one. Okay. And it's very, very sad, but we are here. This group is very, very small. This collective right now is very, very small, but it's our responsibility to share this information. Okay. To weed those true ones out. It's exciting. So that's very interesting that you say read the book of Enoch. So the Enoch walked this path of ascension, right? And he recorded what he came up against. Okay. So that's a record of his ascent. Okay. You have a record of your ascent. I have a record of my ascent. My collective have a record of their ascent. We have come against many things, and Spirit has shown us many things through this external realm. Of things that we need to heal on to unlock the truth of, right? Enoch, Metatron, very much the foundation of the Merkaba. So when we look at the Metatron's cube, it is very, very outdated. The Metatron's cube is only number 3 of our blueprint. Okay, so there is so much more. Okay, there is so much more than that. And this is about us healing to uncover our Merkaba, to divine, I'm getting divine union, like uncover our Merkaba to divine union. And all these things that we share, these passages from scriptures and all that sort of stuff, they're coming up in your reality, in your mind, in your thoughts for a reason. So we want to heal for those to unlock the deeper truth. So within these scriptures, it's riddled with deception. What we must do is heal on the word to unlock the truth within that. So there's certain things that are being shown to you right now. So powerful. So there is, like, this is it. Like, this is, you can be in your religious programs, but if you're led here and you are open to heal through the power of Christ, you can unlock the deeper truth to those systems. You can raise the frequency for the collective in those systems. The Christ is here to awaken, to illuminate. So by us healing and unlocking the truth to why these things are coming to us and why these things are being illuminated to us, we are not only healing ourselves, but we're healing the collective. And in healing the collective, like, we are unlocking such a deeper truth. This is I need some water. This is the reintroduction of light to those systems. So you're in that particular system. If you're watching this and you hold those beliefs, there's a lot of, I talk about religion a lot, but that's because there is so much deception. There are so many people still connected to that frequency, to those collectives, to those deception programs. Right? But you're there for a reason, and you're there to free us. Okay? And I haven't been stuck in those systems because that wasn't my path, right? But you're here to work for the one. You're being called by the one, right? And this isn't an external God. This is the God within. You are all of those, right? You are everything. So it's a very hard concept to sort of, I understand, okay? Multidimensional information, knowledge it's a mind, it's really, I know, it's difficult. Sorry, I'm finding it hard going through the comments. So I'm like a samurai for God. I don't know. So you don't understand what I mean. Hang on, let's. Oh, meek means gentle and kind. Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry. I was just like, I was trying to understand, but you were commenting to someone else watching. And I was like, oh, okay. So we have all these identities and we resonate with all these different things. Okay. And what we need to do is turn our energy inward. So we don't want to be trying to figure other people out. That's not what we're here to do. It's about, we want to figure out who we are, right? And everyone is so unique and so amazing in all these different ways, and they resonate with all these different things, like things that, things that I resonate with, you would probably be like, oh, I don't resonate with that at all, right? And like, we're all different, and this is the beauty of this multidimensional journey and this return of Christ, because this is everyone's birthright. Okay. And we're not here to figure out other people, because that's a trap. Okay. We want to figure out who we are. We have all different roots, right? Um so so on this path, right, I've gone through sections where of my ascension where I've never been Buddhist, right? But there's certain things within my life that I've been led to that, right? But not directly. So I haven't been a follower, more so I've just been a visitor passing by, right? And there were certain truths that I was told very early on in the journey, right? Saying I'm the reincarnation of Buddha, right? I'm the reincarnation of Kuan Yin, or whatever her name is. I'm the reincarnation of Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, right? And it's like, so when I was that was many, many years ago, when I was being introduced to the 11, the 11 archangels and the 11 masters. That was information. So I'm like, oh, okay. But now where I'm looking back, I'm like, okay, so I'm the one, like I'm every character, right? Just like you are. And this is a journey where of reclamation and remembering and I'm getting revelation, like all the re numbers, right? Not re numbers, re letters, re symbol, R and E symbols. Do you get it? So we are here to tune in. We're here to reclaim. So it's just like our divine birthright, and it's like we go within to learn who we are, to figure out ourselves. And I went to a Catholic primary school, right? And I didn't resonate, but there was something about Jesus that I thought, yeah, he's a cool dude, right? But I didn't attach to the Jesus that was taught in that. There was something, there was some knowing, there was some connection that I had to this being that I couldn't quite explain. It was like, oh yeah, I'm not Catholic, I'm in a Catholic school, but no, I do not resonate with this. People are so, like, there was a couple of really bad teachers, horrible teachers, right? Who bullied me, who, like, a person of God would not do that, right? You'd see these, cranky teachers, just verbal abuse, yelling at their students, just, no control over their temper. And it's like, how can a person of God who works for a Catholic primary school, a place of God, right, do this? You look at all the priests and stuff like that in that system that have been, and it's like, that is not of God, right? So it's like, but I did resonate with, so it's like I've been taken all around the place. There's certain quotes from Hindu, and certain things within, yeah, it's very, very interesting. So we're not here to stay stagnant and fixed and locked, and because you will never, ever return home to the one. You will never, ever be one with Christ. The Christ is here. The word is the Christ, right? This frequency is the Christ. So it's up to you to choose to align, to synchronize and harmonize with this frequency by healing, and start to go within and find your path home. And the Christ will illuminate that to you. Just join us and find out, okay? Click that link in the pinned, in the pinned post on YouTube, and join our free community. Introduce yourself. And we're not there to preach. We're not there to get people to believe what we believe, because the beliefs are the traps. The beliefs are the things that we need to heal energetically so we can introduce in divine truth and knowing, okay? The Christ. That's true last minute ministry. People's profiles are quite interesting. It shows, yeah, consciously where they are investing their energy, their focus. But not all the time. Like, photos are good too. And it's like, you see a lot of masks, don't you, in photos? And a lot of masks. But again, it's amazing. Like, it's like everyone is here, and it's like I'm getting accepted, right? Accepted. Like, in the Christ, everyone's accepted. But it's like the people that aren't accepted are the trolls and the bullies and the people who cast judgment on others. Because in the Christ, we go within, right? And where it's like, I'm just getting, we've felt like the outcasts, the rejects, you know, our way of thinking is totally different. Like, if we said what we were thinking, sometimes people would think we're crazy. And, you know, but it's like those thoughts are there for a reason. Those inputs are there for a reason. And those thoughts are there for us only, to heal on. The creator, the one, before this, I'm just getting the original thought. So before this physical realm, it was pure balance, right? Consciousness. And it was that thought to create. But what we have to heal on, guys, is a lot, because a lot of the thoughts that we have, they're not our own. They come from unhealed wounds. They come from these frequencies within us, these galactic, archonic frequencies within us. We're a part of that system because we have not healed and released those frequencies within us. So we're not in our sovereignty. We're not in our truth. And those thoughts that we're thinking, yeah, it's very interesting. It's very, there's a lot of different things that are coming up right now. So yeah, so we have someone in the comments who is stuck, okay? And this isn't for them. And one day they may come back when they realize that they've been tricked by the devil. Devil is just anti-life, anti-Christ. It's the lower self. It's the puppet master. But it's the healing that we do that is going to free our minds. And this is what this return to Christ is. It's us freeing our minds, us finding our way out of the dark to redemption. Yeah, so Yahweh, I'm one with Yahweh. I know the truth of Yahweh. And again, locked into the physical. What we need to do is look at that word, that word Yahweh, and the symbolism within that word, and understand we need to start asking why. Why? Look at that word, WHY. We have to question this holographic field, and we need to input. Yahweh is the face of the devil, okay? And when I say devil, I'm talking about just that. I'm getting the underworld, okay? The underworld. But no matter what, we're going to heal to try and help, right? You see the light. And so there's so many things like, wasn't Jesus going to return like the other month, you know, like, so this is where people really need to yeah, it's like, it is, there's so many things out there and people believe things, but this is the journey of Christ where we experience it. We don't take anything as gospel, right? We go within and we heal. We operate the way of Christ to actually know, right? Unlock truth. We heal to reveal, we heal to unlock truth, right? And we're not here to worship false idols and worship deception. We're not here to, the devil is anti-life. It's the antichrist. It's this, what we have is the devil's playground, right? The reality in this physical realm is the devil's playground. And the first 7 levels of this blueprint is digging our way out of those layers of hell. And, fixed into those programs, the amount of demonic entities, archons, and things that are connected to your energy field, feeding you these lies, keeping you in resonance with those lies, those programs is, it's joining us on this journey. You're going to get to see a lot. This is again, I'm showing that word Yahweh and the word why. We have come here to say, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And it's this questioning, it's this curiosity, and then healing. That stuff is naturally revealed. We get a deeper, I'm getting sight, like vision, clarity into your why. On this journey, when I began healing, I was doing Reiki and stuff like that. I learned how to do like sway test and muscle testing and all those sort of things, but I wanted to know why. And in that questioning, in that seeking, I was led to different teachers, different ways, different truths, different this, different that, right? And I just didn't get stuck. I didn't get fixed, because that wasn't in my nature, right? This isn't in our nature. The true ones will be revealed because they ask the questions, why, right? Why? They pay attention to the symbolism that they're shown. They operate as an observer. They use their awareness. They're here to decode, to dissect, to discern, okay? And a lot of beings have made a lot of money preaching false doctrines, false light systems, There's a lot of greed in religion. And this is it. This is the devil's playground. So those beings that are standing up and preaching for deception, they're making a lot of money right now. But now is the time that the tables are turned and the truth is revealed and their dark masters exposed. Okay, but we can only do that collectively together by showing up to these streams, anchoring this knowledge and healing and sharing. Okay, sharing these so we can find the true ones. Well, that's it. So we need to be led to say, Jack, but you have to find out about Jesus somehow, or Buddha, or whatever. That's it. Like spirit will lead us to where we need to go. The way that we stay in flow with the Christ is by healing. So this movement happens because when we become fixed in certain programs, right, with certain teachers, that's when we're out of alignment with the Christ, because we're aligning to someone else's truth, right? Jesus has a truth. Jesus has a whole heap of freaking distortions around him. Like, who knows the truth of the true Jesus, right? Buddha. So we only know what we have now, and we know that a lot of stuff has been, like, you know, fabricated and created to sway people in a certain way, even religious, political ways. You know what I mean? So we must go where we're taken, heal on that, and unlock the truth to that, because these are archetypes, right? They're teachers, right? Jesus was a teacher, Buddha was a teacher, you know, and we're here to learn more about ourselves, right? We're here to know ourselves, our truth, because that leads to the one. Okay, ultimate truth is the Christ. It's the source, your core, your essence, right? So spirit is going to lead us to these different teachers, but to be fluid, to flow with, I'm getting the divine creator, means not getting stuck, because it's all an illusion. So you're led there to learn certain things about yourself, to heal certain things within yourself, to learn certain things about those systems, to heal on those, to free the deception, to anchor more light. And this is how we refuel, right? This is how we rise through the power of Christ. This is how we return to the one, right? This is a very powerful live. And it's funny because I was not getting anything. I was like, I always do it. Every single live, I'm like, what are we going to talk about? What's it going to be about? And I wasn't getting anything. Like, if you notice, like, sometimes I'll know what we're talking about and I'll schedule the live, a few days out. But this one, I'm like, please tell me what this title is going to be. I don't know. And it only came through like an hour before the live, right? I like that. That's really cool, Jack. So it ain't necessarily bad either. Religion is like training wheels. Yeah, it's like wherever you are, whatever. It's like we have. So Dolores Cannon is coming up. There's a lot of deception in the teachings that she talks. A lot of so even Bashar, which is, he's really quite cool. Like, that's it. But a lot of deception, because they're talking about external things, external. The Galactic Federation is coming to save the world. Like, again, these are external things. They're stories. We've got people waiting for this to happen and that to happen, because they're fixed to those teachers. They're fixed to those channelers. They're fixed in that part of the matrix, right? So just like religion, they're stuck to these starseed programs. So it's like all roads lead to the one when you go within and learn your path. You can go and flow and connect with that teacher at early on in my journey, when I was working, digging my way out of the 7 layers of hell, I was very interested in Dolores Cannon and certain things that she was teaching and stuff like that, right? And I healed on certain things because certain things she said, there were certain inspirations, certain thoughts, certain inputs from spirit. I'm like, oh, I've got to heal on that to unlock the truth of that, right? So I did that and I evolved, I ascended. That's what it's all about, unlocking truth from where we are at. There is no judgment, no matter what spiritual, new age, secret Illuminati program that you're in, you know, what satanic, you know, it doesn't matter. You are where you are for a reason, and it doesn't matter. The Christ can return through anyone. It just depends if they are the true ones. They're operating from the heart, very important. They're operating from the heart. They're not coming at this in a negative way, because you get what you give in the Christ, because the Christ is the law of one. The Christ is divine balance. So what you give, you're going to get back. So if you're joining us and you're curious and you're full of wonder and you're operating through that open heart and open mind, and you just really want to know, like, you're in here and you're questioning and you're helping me by commenting certain things, and where the Christ is expanding on those questions, those things that you're sharing in the comments. Like, it's really, really exciting. And you know, so it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. It just matters, are you on this spiritual quest, this quest to know the truth? A lot of people can't handle the truth. I'm getting that, you can't handle the truth. I don't even think I've seen that movie, but that quote is like, you can't. But it's like, we heal to embody the truth, right? The truth is so powerful. Your truth is so powerful. But it's a choice. Do you choose to know your truth? Because this is where we are. We're going within to heal, to know our truth. We're not, there's a lot of people who come at things in an egoic way, in a way of separation and power, a thirst for power, right? And you know, the Christ will sort that out, you know. But everything's a lesson, everything's us learning, and everything that you give, you're going to get back in the Christ. You're operating like, and it's like, if you're showing up here and you're joining our weekly healing stream, anchoring this knowledge, you know, you are a member in our free community, you may be even drawn to access the healing and ascension tools in our circle members area. Like, it's, this is something that we're tuning into, our inner guide, the inner Christ, the inner tuition. Like, spirit, the one Christ is going to teach you, right? You are going to unlock some very powerful capabilities. And that's what you are gifted by serving yourself and going within. Because it's by you going within, serving yourself, healing, you are building the path. The way that Spirit always shows me, the Christ always shows me, is the yellow brick road to Oz, the yellow brick road to 0 point, right? The yellow brick road to your truth, your core, your essence. That's what we're doing here in the Christ. Learning by doing and knowing, because you're actually doing it yourself. Like, you're not taking someone else's word for it. You are actually doing the inner work, and you are beginning to activate this divine capability. You are fine-tuning your divine instrument. You're learning how to work as one with your inner guide, with the Christ. You're using, it's just such a beautiful journey. Yeah, it's like a signpost. I love it. Like, everything that's coming into our awareness is a sign. You know, people have so many signs around them right now of things that they need to heal on to spiritually advance, right? And we use our minds to do this. Our mind is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual. Our mind is the bridge. Your mind is the bridge to the one. So we need to free this mind. Let's bring our hands into one and balance, okay? Because we have the physical, we have the spiritual, and we have the mind, okay? Absolutely, Jack. This month has been huge. This last week has been huge in relation to being, right? So some really powerful messages came through in our membership about this. It was freaking huge the other day in our group circle. We ask why. Gosh, Jack, some really great input from you today. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's like, why? It's like, we want to know why. It's like, there was something that I heard years and years ago. It's like, oh, I want to make $10,000, and it's like, well, why? So I can be financially free. Why? And it's like everything that it's like keep questioning why, to get deeper, deeper, deeper into why. Well, why do you want $10,000, right? You know, but it's like keep questioning and then asking, well, for every answer that you give to that previous question, you ask again, well, why? And you keep unfolding and to get deeper and deeper into the truth, the core, the essence of why, right? And that's what we're here to do. It's like we're here to keep questioning. And we're not here to stop because we're here to spiritually evolve. We are here to evolve. This is the revolution. This is the Christ revolution where the 144 return home, right? It's really, really cool. Um, and this we're here to really inspire each other. And I'm standing up and sharing, just being an open vessel every week, and in my membership, empty vessel, so I can share knowledge and inspiration. But you are a very, like, we're here to inspire one another, right? And that's what the intention is of that free community. It's off grid from all the other social medias. And I use Facebook, I use YouTube, I use TikTok. But it's a space that's been created. It's a healing gateway. It's like it's our collective. It's the Christ collective. It's where the 144 are. Those beings that are unlocking their blueprint. Excuse me. Yeah, we're just. Oh yeah, I love that, D. Childlike curiosity. Why? So Jesus opened the portal. So that's exactly what I've done on this journey. And it was funny, the other day in the group circle, we were talking about this wormhole and the Holy Grail and this portal that's being created by the Mother, the Father, and this Vesica Pisces. And like, I've done all the things that he did and more, right? So because we have more now, because we have the path, right? And those 144, they've witnessed me over the years and this building, and they've actually been a part of building it. Our collective energy has actually done this. So everyone that has been with me to this point has played a part, and it's very, very exciting. And the other day we were getting, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. And that, again, that word being and the word begin, you know, it's very deep, right? Very deep. And the tree of knowledge was coming up in relation to this torus field, this holy grail, this wormhole. And this is beyond the tree of life, right? This is the tree of knowledge, the tree. It's like this is the apple, right? And this apple and the fruit. Oh, okay, so the fruit. This is the fruit. So this is the fruits for our efforts. But the seed, we were shown the apple, we were shown the segments and the seed, right? And how it relates to this. Because again, we're here to share creation and consciousness. That's what Christ is all about. But it's like, this is the record, right, of oh, see, they want me to say Nadine Christ, and I don't want to say it because there's still that doesn't feel right. They're just saying a Christed being, right? A Christed being. A Christed being has the tickets. Is that what it's called? The tickets? I'm seeing the word tickets, and I'm seeing like a ticket. Like I'm seeing this golden ticket. Again, they're like talking about this gold, like, and I'm just seeing this very golden ticket. I'm seeing a golden bar now. But this is where you guys can hear from the mouth of the one. Like, this is high frequency information. So it's very hard for people to connect to it. But what I'm seeing is like a bull, like hold on, like just hold on. I'm seeing like the bull riding, and the Christ is saying just hold on, like show up, anchor this knowledge and just hold on, like, because this is, you are here to anchor heaven on earth, and you are anchoring heaven on earth by actually being here and participating. Okay, you choose how deep you go in, how deep you heal, how deep you anchor. But like, I'm just seeing a bucking bull, and it's like, hold on, like this is for your own good. This is for I'm just getting advancement, like here on this planet. So this is the return to source, your core, your essence. This is the way to Christ, where you heal to embody the Christ, because you are the savior. There is no one outside of you that is going to save you. Anyone that says that is part of an old world mind control program. They are bound, and we can share this knowledge with them. I encourage you to share this knowledge with them. And if they are the one that is meant for this, they will join us. You know, so it's about us not fearing. It's about us finding, and again, I'm getting weeding out the ones, right? Like weeding out the ones. Weeding out the ones. We're here to find those. They're in all different matrix traps, all different systems. They're aligned to all different deceptions, but it's the deception that is key, that is going to free our minds. We use those things, we use the thoughts, we use the input within our vessel and our external. We heal on them, and in healing on them, we're freeing ourselves of the frequencies that are locking us into them, and we are rising. The healing and ascension tools are available in Circle. There is going to be a huge amount of change in that, change for the better, a lot more healing capabilities for those members. And in that membership, we are healing, we are creating our healing record, and we're healing not only ourselves, but the other members in those collective. So every month, the healing that I do, you guys are being healed on, right? All the healing that you're doing, we're all, and in this collective, in our very sacred healing container, over on Circle, we are going to receive based on what we're giving. So by going within, healing ourselves, honoring ourselves and the collective, we're going to receive more divine capabilities, more power, more knowledge. And you can witness that within all the live streams in those gated communities, okay? Because they are healing gateways, and they require the true ones, the ones that are coming in with an open heart and open mind, who are going within, operating from this space, getting in willingness of Christ. And I'm just getting unlocked truth up. And I think that is everything. That was a very long live. Today I was like, I don't even know what we're talking about. I don't even know what we're going to, you know, like, I'm just going to get on there and do a quick one. But no, the one had some very important things to share. And so please do like this, share this, and join our free community at the very least, okay? It's up to us to really push this content out there and find those ones that are meant for this. And this journey, there is no judgment. We're here to go within and operate through this childlike curiosity, because the Christed child, right? It's this inner child, that child of wonder. Like that's what we're here to do. And the most powerful thing is we're going to connect in the God Source Co-free community or in the membership, and we're going to be accepted, but we're not going to connect based on belief and deception. We're connecting based on this, I'm getting eternal frequency. We're connecting because we are here to do God's work. And it's not like everyone's been programmed to believe. This is where all those unique, beautiful souls from all around this world connect our minds and operate in our authentic way, operate in authenticity and love, to serve, to help, to heal, to give and receive back, because this is the law of one. This is divine balance, justice, where everything you give, you're going to get back. And you have so much magic within you. You have no idea how freaking powerful you are. And I want you to see that. I want you to see it for yourself. I want you to know it. Okay? So that's the intention from the Christ, from the one. This is your call to align and to begin this migration and creation of new earth. Right? Love you all. Thanks for showing up. Bye.